Yo, what's up guys? How you guys doing today? So for today's video, I wanted to talk about why the audience of controller players on COD Mobile isn't big. But before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. The YouTube channel is doing really good right now, so I appreciate everybody that has been already subscribed and watched this video, gives me likes, I'm trying to post more content. I'm going to be trying to post more on my second channel, even streaming on there, just so I can post more content on multiple games, not just COD Mobile. This channel will be mostly COD Mobile or like multiplayer type games or VR type games. But the other one, if you guys enjoy like story mode games, I kind of want to start posting about that type of content on my other channel. So be sure to be sure to subscribe on that channel too. But let's get started. So basically what I wanted to go over was, the reason why the controller audience isn't that big. I feel like a lot of people have talked about it, and they say that the audience, for the reason COD Mobile doesn't talk about or make a lot of updates for controller players is because the audience isn't big. But that's also a problem. The reason it's not that big is because, like, when you bring a controller player that, let's say somebody who's been playing Warzone and they want to try a free multiplayer game, so they decide to play COD Mobile with a controller. The reason it's difficult is because they're gonna have disadvantages. One thing. That's a big thing, right? So they have disadvantages. They can't play. They obviously will have trouble playing against somebody who's pretty good on a mobile device, and that's one thing right there. Another thing is if they decide to play rank, they will most likely play bots, and then they'll finally start to play real players up until like master or grandmaster, and then it starts taking a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, up to, till like 20 minutes, and it's hard to find matches out, so it starts to get really hard to find matches. So it's the thing is, they probably don't want to wait that much time, so they decide not to play the game. So the audience for the controller community could be bigger if they just allowed us to play against mobile players. And even on pub matches, there's times where I'm playing a pub match and it'll take me like a minute or two to find a match, and most of the time, even when I do, it's just a bot lobby, or it's like a kill race against somebody else who's real, and it's just a kill race of who gets to 40 kills more or whatever. And I don't really enjoy that. I feel like it doesn't feel that fun. And recently I've even been having problems trying to find matches on Battle Royale. On Battle Royale, I've been I think yesterday it took me like 5 minutes to find one match, and it'll kick me out. I think it kicks you out after 90 seconds, and I think it went like 3 times, and it didn't find any. And even when I did, I was trying to play squad so I can talk to people or whatever, and it gives me one player, and then that player, if he dies, he just automatically leaves. And I'm playing against real players. And when I find a team, it's like 1v4, and it's just not really fair. So I feel like there's a couple things that they can fix. Like I said before, I feel like the biggest way that they can fix this by allowing some of the touch players, if they're okay with it, giving them an option on the settings to allow them to play against either PC players or controller players or whatever. Or if they just want to play against mobile players, that's completely fine too. I feel like it shouldn't be that difficult. I feel like so many games have that option, especially like back then when crossplay started being a thing. Like, everybody had the option, whether if you just wanted to play on PlayStation or if you just want to play on Xbox or PC, they had that. But I just hope they can work on that, and hopefully one day we can just make it easier for controller players. Like, yes, we don't have a big controller community, but that's also the problem because COD Mobile doesn't allow them to have a big controller community when it could. They could have, I would like to see something like, if they start updating the game enough for controller players to make it feel like it's like almost like playing on a console, or like playing on a Nintendo Switch or something that feels comfortable to play with a controller. But I don't think it'll ever happen. I just, I'm just suggesting some things that they could work on. But let me know what you guys think down below. That would be really something that I would love to see, but what would you guys like to see? But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.